Listen to these words. They heard the sound of the Lord walking in the garden at the time of the evening breeze, and the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord among the trees of the garden. What sad words. What sad words. It's a terrible thing when the reality that you thought wasn't enough shifts, and you realize the reality that you now have is nothing that you really wanted. Ever found yourself in that position? That you actually thought the grass was greener on the other side, you get over there and it's astroturf. Oh my Lord. Yeah, reality bites. Reality bites. Adam and Eve find themselves in a situation in which reality has shifted. The reality of their relationship has shifted. Number one, they're ashamed of each other. They're ashamed of themselves. There's been a loss of identity. They realize that they're naked. The innocence of love, the innocence of identity, it has shifted. Number two, the relationship to their Creator has shifted. The story says He just comes looking for them in the garden like He always does. But they hear Him coming. They hear Him coming and they hide. They hide. It's tragic. It's tragic that what they thought they needed and what they reached for. It's that old saying, you know, they got what they wanted and lost everything they had. The story says that God calls to them, because normally they'll be probably waiting for Him. Now He has to call to them, and He asks the question, where are you? Where are you? Why? Because reality has shifted. God remains constant. He constantly comes and looks for them. It's His habit. He maintains His relationship by coming and looking for the people that He's in relationship with. But when He calls to them, the story says they hide themselves from Him. And they say, we were afraid. Afraid? Why were you afraid? He said, well, we were afraid because we heard you coming and we were naked. The question is asked, where are you? That's the question we've been asking ourselves ever since. We constantly ask that question, where am I? Where am I in relation to the values I used to have? Where am I in relation to the love I used to have? Where am I in relation to the relationships I used to have? Why am I now finding myself in a place of hiding? Why has reality shifted so much around you? I was naked. That's what they said. Why was he naked? Because they've lost their identity. Why? Why are you hiding? Because I've lost my relationship. We don't hide. We don't hide in relationship. And we're not naked in true heartfelt relationships. And so, what happens? What happens? They come into a place of playing the blame game. Well, Adam, why were you hiding? Well, the woman that you made. Eve, you know, what's your story? Well, the serpent that you made. And when we're not willing to really admit where we find ourselves, we always project, don't we? We always try to pass the buck and we try to pass the blame. The beautiful thing about Eden Games is this, and never forget this. Even when we project, and even when we seek to pass the buck and lay the blame somewhere else, God stays in there questioning us, because He wants to bring us back to a place of truth. And why? Because we were not created that way. We were not created that way. To be in loss of who we truly are. To be in self-denial about who we truly are, where we truly find ourselves. We were not created that way, and they were not created that way, so He stays in there. The rules may have shifted against them, and the rules have clearly shifted against them because they hide and they lie and they project. But God maintains His same rules that He stays in and He questions and He comes looking for and He's concerned. Because that's our story. That's our story. Read the Genesis story and there is one thing that stands out above all others. We are not random. We are intentional. We are not a random happening. We are an intentional happening. That's why God stays in the story. And so no matter how much the rules may shift against us, the rules always change because God stays in the story. And that's the nature of Eden games. That's the beauty of Eden games.